next harvest.
New viewers, welcome. And to our returning viewers, thank you so much for tuning in again. My name's Stephen, and this is Inaka Vibes. Our family moved to a remote southern Japanese island in 2023, and here we share small moments from our everyday life. Subscribe and give us a like if you can. All the support really helps. Regular viewers might be a little surprised. 5 in the morning, and as you know, I'm not usually an early riser on weekends. But today I decided to give it a go and head down to the beach with the wife, daughter, and let's not forget Rufy the dog. 5:30 in the morning, it's still pretty dark and cool. Winter's definitely getting closer. We got down to the beach around 6. Thought we might be the first ones there, but some fishermen were around. Of course, they may have already been there for hours.
It's nice to wake up early to come to the beach.
Saw the sun come up, eh?
Yeah.
The sound of the waves, sea breeze, sand on your feet and the rising sun. Surrounded by all that natural energy. Pretty good way to start the day. There was, I suppose, another reason why I got up early this time to join the family on their usual early weekend beach walk. I had a feeling there might be some decent waves around, generated from a typhoon way out in the Pacific Ocean. And I was right. We all got to spend some time in the ocean, watch the sunrise. Not a bad morning, eh?
It was fun, huh?
Yeah, it's so fun if you get the right one. As many of you know, but also for our new viewers, we started beekeeping earlier this year, after a wild colony of Japanese honeybees moved into the hive we built in May. Even as beginners, we've learned so much already during our debut season. Living out here in the remote countryside gives us a chance to try things like this. And when the bees moved in, we were honestly over the moon. Of course, with the excitement also comes many challenges. Recently, something we'd been quietly worrying about actually happened. Our hive was attacked by Suzumebachi, giant Asian hornets. September and October are known to be the most dangerous months when hornets can become aggressive and start hunting honeybees. At first we only noticed one or two hovering nearby, snatching bees from spider webs close to the house. We hoped they wouldn't come near the hive. But soon there were 3, 4, 5 of them landing directly on the hive, attacking the bees and trying to find a way in.
The scouts. Well, that's nature.
When the honeybees sense hornets, they stay inside and pretty much refuse to come out. The first day was a little scary seeing those massive hornets up close. Definitely freaked us both out a bit. We even started wondering if this beekeeping thing was such a great idea after all. The thought of stopping did cross our minds. But as we observed them more, we noticed the hornets were only focused on the hive itself. They really didn't pay much attention to us at all unless we got really close. Still a bit scary though. After watching our bees for a few months now, who are really calm and cause us no problems, you kind of become a little attached to them. Seeing them being attacked like that really isn't great to watch, and your instincts want to help them out. We even considered using sticky traps, and I was ready to go and stand out there with my tennis racket. But they say if you catch one hornet, the others follow and get stuck too. That to us just didn't feel right in its own way either.
There. If it's coming.
Instead, we decided to trust nature and just help by reinforcing the hive entrance. There seemed to be a small gap the hornets were targeting. So when the chance came, Yumi carefully went in to seal it. Oh, get out, get out, get out, run, okay, run. Inside. The scout hornet, or whatever it was, wasn't amused, quickly showed up and chased her away. No worries, she escaped unscathed and just had time to seal up that gap. The others immediately came to inspect her work, were clearly not impressed at the task of entering the hive. Just got harder. Take that, dudes. By the third day, the situation hadn't really changed that much. But then suddenly, I guess a group decision was made. Our honeybees decided to fight back. They seemed to kind of surround and swarm at one hornet and eventually drove it and the others away. From then on, the hornets seemed to stop coming near the hive. Just to work even if that thing's around. I could still notice a couple of them higher up in the trees, but yeah, there you go, eh? Nature is pretty incredible. And I guess the lesson we learned is to build a strong, robust hive from the beginning and also trust that the bees know how to protect themselves too. Anyway, happy to report that for now, peace has returned for our honeybee colony, and they're back working hard each day, thriving and collecting pollen.
Yeah?
You're a dragonfly, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's nature, eh?
Autumn in the Japanese countryside, and out in our small farm, we've finally been able to harvest some aubergine and peppers. Funny thing, we didn't get any during summer, maybe due to an unusually short rainy season. Our farm is pretty much left to nature, no fertilizer, watering, that sort of thing. We're following a method called kinchan farming, which focuses more on working with nature than trying to control it. The peppers and eggplant we've picked taste really good, with a wonderfully rich and full flavor. Because of the method we're using, this can be the case because of the microorganisms in the soil, which help the plants absorb nutrients naturally and grow stronger.
What a nice harvest. Yeah, little farmer girl, that's nice. What you got there? Aubergines and peppers.
Recently, a kind neighbor gave us a very large bag of sweet potato. They said they can't be sold because of their odd shape, too crooked, too uneven for market standards. All about the visual these days, eh? Shape doesn't change the taste much, does it? Oh well, is what it is, I suppose. We're grateful for the kind gesture either way. We'll try them in a variety of ways, but with all the sun around recently, we decided to make dried sweet potato. A tasty snack indeed. Sunset is now just before 6 in the evening and getting a touch earlier each day. Instead of going straight into the ocean, it now disappears behind one of the distant islands. As always, thanks so much for spending a few minutes of your time with us today. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe and hit that like button if you can. It really helps our small channel grow. Drop us a comment below if you wish. We'd love to hear from you. See you next time.